All right, guys. So welcome to another Training Sunday call. It is, I don't know what the date is. Sometime in the world somewhere. Oh, it's the 25th of August. Wow. Wow. Anybody else kind of tripping out? 25th of August. So that means August is over. So September, October, November, December, 4 months. 4 months left of 2019. 4 months until 2020. 4 months until we are 20 years away from the year 2000. When I think 20 years ago, I still think the 1980s, right? Like, is anybody else tripping out a little bit? Like, I think 20 years ago, I think 1980s, but now 20 years ago is going to be 2000. What a trip. What a crazy, crazy, crazy thing that is. And what a cool thing to have you, all of you in our lives at this point. Okay. Couple of talking points, and then I'll get into a little bit of content, and then we can answer some questions if you want me to, or whatever. And speak for yourself, Michelle. You might be. I'm not old. I don't feel old, right? Tommy doesn't feel old. He's not old. He's in great shape. He's killing it, right? Okay, cool. That's awesome. So if you're scared that time is passing by too quickly, what an amazing reason. What an amazing reason to make choices that are loving for you, to take actions that are in alignment with the things that you want to create, and of course, to be as present as humanly possible in everything that you do. So that's, oh, you're scared because you're moving. Why? Be excited. You're literally putting together your dream, right? You've always said to me from day one, Emma, that you want to get out of the UK because of the weather. Who can blame you? And now you're moving to sunny Spain. So I'd be excited and not scared. That would just be me. Okay. Speaking of traveling and speaking of different things going on in the world, there are two major events coming up in your backyard that are non-negotiable. UIA in Rotterdam, UIA in Manchester, back-to-back weekends. If you're on this call, if you're in Isagenix, if you have any interest whatsoever in making a little bit of extra money or making a lot of extra money with this business, then these events get to be non-negotiable. And I'll say something that I said in the group the other day, and here's what I want you all to really understand. We invest tens of thousands of dollars to go to universities, to learn trades, to get certifications, right, to become professionals. We spend tons of money and tons of time investing into things to get a job that typically is going to pay us just enough to barely get by. Think about it. We spend thousands and thousands of dollars. And what we're suggesting to you is that for a very low for a very low price point, a very low investment, you can go and learn from David Wood, who, if he wanted to, for this same 3-day event, easily David could charge $2,000 or $3,000 for these same 3 days. Easy. And get it all day long with a room full of people. So if what's preventing you from going is a train ride, or a quick flight, or a car ride, or sharing a room with someone at an Airbnb, like, guys, gals, ladies, gentlemen, find a way to make it happen. Because again, if you're serious about this business, if you're serious about creating a new future for you and your family, it gets to be non-negotiable. And here's the other thing I'll say to you. If you don't think you need the event, if you don't think that there's any value in you being at the event, then frankly, I'd just quit the business right now. I'll just say it right now. And you guys know me, I have no problem being transparent. If you don't believe that you can learn somebody who has literally trained tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people, how to be more successful in their lives, he's proven. He's one of my greatest mentors. If you don't think that you can learn something from him, then this is not the right business for you. And quite frankly, no business is the right business for you. Because what I can assure you is that the greatest business people in the world are always willing to be coachable. They always know that they're not the smartest person in the room. They're always willing to learn something new, and they always stay open to improvement. Those are 4 key characteristics of successful people. So if you want to be successful in any area of your life, you're going to have to be willing to invest some of your time and some of your money, quite frankly, to learn from people who have been there before. And again, if you don't think that you need the event, I promise you that little ego of yours, which is not so little, is going to crush your dreams faster than anything you could ever imagine. Ever. And I know it's a little bit harsh, but you guys know me. Like, I have to be honest with you. Like, I don't have what I have now because I just woke up one day and I was like, yeah, I'm just going to start working really hard. I'll kind of figure it out on my own, blah, 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 blah. I tried that for a couple of years, wasn't very effective. But when I started to model the behavior of the people that had the results that I want, when I started to invest into events that were being taught by people who knew what they were doing, when I started to stretch myself, even when it was uncomfortable at times financially and physically, and moving things around in my life to be at certain events, that's when my life took off. And the irony of that is I'm no different than every other single story of every single successful person you'll ever hear from in network marketing. They'll all tell you the exact same thing. They'll all tell you that events are non-negotiable, that events are what will change your business, that events are what will change your perspective. And ultimately, if you decide to take action with what you learned at the event is what is going to change your life. Now, how many of you are already committed to going to UIA, one of the two, either Rotterdam or Manchester in the next couple of weeks? Just type in the chat box. If you're committed to being there, just type yes. Sweet. Keep it going. If you're committed to being there, just type yes. Just type yes. Okay. That's it? That's it? Look, even Michelle's offering people can stay at her home in Manchester to save on cost. That's amazing. That's amazing. And here's the other thing I'll tell you about events. If you can't afford to be there, you can't afford not to be there. Think about it for a second. If you can't afford to invest a couple £100 or a couple €100 into yourself getting better, if you don't have the money to do that, it's all the more reason why you need to be at this event, because clearly based on results, what you've done up to this point in your life just isn't working right now. And that's okay, because we always have the ability to take action in a new way. Okay, yeah, Steven just said Northern Rail has a flash sale on train prices for just £10. That's ridiculous. That's amazing. You could never do that here in the United States. Never for 10. That's crazy. Never. It'd be like $400 to go like 5 miles while sitting in traffic for 4 hours, right? Okay, so the event's non-negotiable, guys. I mean, I can't stress that enough. And here's what I'll tell you. Some of you guys might have other life things happening that day, and you might think, oh, I have to go do this instead. Just ask yourself the question, is let's say you had like a cousin's birthday party, okay? And I get it, family's important, but let's just say you had a cousin's birthday party. I just have to ask the question, what's more likely to help you create more freedom in your life? Going to your cousin's birthday party or getting to the event? Type in the chat box. Just what do you think? What's most likely going to get you a step closer? Going to a birthday party or like a sporting event, or going to a UIA where you could learn from a multimillionaire everything he knows? It's just a no-brainer. So that's when decision-making becomes easy. If you want the things that you say that you want. If you want the things that you say that you want. Now, here's the other side of things. This is one that's going to be really fun for you. How many of you wish that you had some more products in Europe and the UK, like the peanut butter isodelites that you see us getting, right? The organic greens that we just came out with, right? Some of the different shake flavors. Like, how many of you guys would love to see more of the products that we have here in the States into the UK and into Belgium and Netherlands? Do you know how you do it? Do you know how we do it? That's right, Michelle. We got to grow the markets. We've got to grow the market. And how do you grow the market? You grow the market through your personal belief and through your skill development, so you get out there and share with more people. That's how we create the demand. That's how the market becomes so big, exactly, that we have to say to the company, yo, we're ready for more products. The market is showing you. That's right. So we've got to increase sales. So how do we increase sales? We increase sales by learning, by getting better, by sharpening our skills. And that's why UIA is so important. So if you want more products in the market, go to UIA so that you can be a part of the solution and becoming a catalyst to creating more market demand. Here's what I'll tell you. Right now, when it comes to Europe and the UK, guess what? All eyes are on us. All eyes are on us. Everyone's paying attention to what we're doing. Everybody. When I was at Celebration, conversation after conversation. You guys are killing it in the UK and Europe. You guys are amazing. All of them. They're so happy all the time. I've talked to other leaders about you guys. They're so excited for you. They're all blown away by what you're doing. And we've got to keep the main thing, and we've got to understand. And I say we. have to understand that even though we've been in the UK for 2 years, even though Netherlands and Belgium about a year and a half, how many of you would agree that we haven't even gotten started yet? Exactly. Emma was writing it as I was speaking. How many of you would agree that we haven't even scratched the surface of the potential that exists in the European markets and the UK? Think about it. Think about Spain, Belgium, the Netherlands, the UK. Like, it's tiny. It's so little. It's so little what we've done so far. There's so much room for growth. But the only way we're going to grow as a company and we're going to grow as a team is if you guys are willing to grow as individuals. Right? And here's the thing. If I take my hand and I want to hit something, which I'm the least violent person obviously you've ever met, if I want to hit something, can I hit harder with my hand like this or with a fist? Hand or fist? What's going to give a stronger punch? Type in the chat box. Hand or fist? What's going to give me a stronger punch? Hand or fist? The fist every time. What's a fist comprised of? Now, will I have a stronger fist if I only have 2 fingers that I can make into a fist? Is that going to be very strong? Or do I need all 5 fingers to create a very strong fist? Right? I need all 5 fingers to create a very strong fist. Each one of us, okay, the hand, the palm, Isagenix. The fingers, us. We're the fingers, okay? And so if we want the hand to become a fist and become so strong that it can literally punch through anything, we've got to take responsibility. Type in the chat box. What's the word I just used? Put it in the chat box. I want you guys to understand this. We got to take responsibility. We've got to take responsibility for our own personal development, our own skill development, our own growth, right? We've got to take responsibility for how we're showing up, okay? We've got to take responsibility for how we contribute to the fist. And I want you guys to understand that why I'm sharing this with you is because what you're doing, and I know that some of you are struggling right now, some of you are succeeding right now, some of you are brand new and trying to figure this whole thing out. What I want you guys to latch onto is that you're a part of something so much bigger than just some shakes. You're a part of something so much bigger than just some weight loss. You're a part of something so much bigger than a couple of extra €100 a month for your family. You're a part of a company that's going to impact, that has already started to impact the globe, the world. You can be a part of that, but you got to be willing to invest in yourself. You got to get to these events. It's a non-negotiable. And don't tell me you're going to get to the next one, because you never will. Those of you that are telling me you're going to get to the next one, you've been telling me you're going to get to the next one since the last one. This one, Rotterdam, Manchester, move mountains, clear your schedule, cancel your plans. If you want to be a part of something that's going to be magical over the next 3 to 5 years, as a part of this organization, as a part of this company, which I believe all of you get to be a part of, then find a way. And if you can't afford it, what I would challenge you to look at is, how can you create it? See, here's the difference between how entrepreneurs and employees think. An employee looks at it and goes, I don't have the money. They look at their bank account and they think, I don't have the money. I can't go. I can't afford it. The entrepreneur asks a different question. The entrepreneur goes, how can I afford it? How can I create the money? If I've got to come up with an extra, say, €200 to be there, how many systems would I need to enroll? How many consultants might I need to create? How many times might I get to cycle to create that extra €200? And then I look at it in the compensation plan and I go, okay, wow. 2 premium packs, create 1 consultant. There's my 200. Type in the chat box. How many of you have the ability to enroll 2 premium packs and to develop a consultant? How many of you guys have the ability to do that? Just type in the chat box. Say me. Just type me, or I do, right? 2 people, 1 consultant, 200 extra euros. Now, at the same time, let's say that you want to come up with the extra 200 euros, and you think, because you have a job, let's say you have a job, right? And you think, all right, I'll go to my boss tomorrow and say, hey, boss, there's this event in Manchester that I'd like to go to so I can get better in my own life and develop some new skills. I need an extra 200 pounds. Could you just give me a raise? Could you just give me 200 extra pounds today? What do you think they're going to say? They'll have a nice laugh, and then for the rest of their lives, they'll tell the same joke at the pub every night. You wouldn't believe what this employee came to me and asked. Every night, they'll just laugh. Versus, you're in a network marketing business. You can write your own paycheck. I wasn't planning on spending all of this time talking about the event. However, how many of you that are committed to the event would like to have more of your team members go to the event with you? Type in the chat box. How many of you guys would like more of your team, if you're in Belgium and Netherlands or whatever, how many of you would like to have more team in Rotterdam, be at that event, or more team in Manchester, be at the event? Okay, great. So take this training and go have this conversation with your team members and ask them very simple questions, right? And I'm just making this up because I can see Marianne on the screen. So Marianne, I'm just going to use you as an example if that's okay, right? Because I can see on the screen. Let's say I knew for sure that Marianne wanted to make an extra, 1,000 euros a month, right? Because I knew that it would help her to travel more and see more of the world, right? Let's just say that she just really wanted to earn an extra $1,000 a month or 1,000 euros a month based on her current income and all those things. And Marianne said to me, Zach, like I'd like to go to UIA Rotterdam, but it's my cousin's child's first birthday party. Okay. I'm going to ask Marianne, Marianne, curiously, I know family's important. But first of all, do you think that the 1-year-old child is going to remember you being at the birthday party? Probably not. Are you able to make up for not being there perhaps by doing something special for your cousin and the baby, either before or after the birthday? Is that a possibility? Probably yes. And then the third most important question, Marianne, when you shared with me that you wanted to earn an extra 1,000 euros a month so that you can spend more time pursuing your passion like traveling, when you said that to me, were you serious about that or were you just joking around? Were you serious or just joking around? And what's she going to say? She's going to say, I was serious. Okay, Marianne, if you're as serious as you say you are, then the only way that I can help you to make that a reality, the only way I can help you to make that a reality is by having you come with me to the event so that you can learn the skills and build the belief necessary to put yourself in a position to earn 1,000 euros a month. So of the two, Marianne, based on what you said you want for your life, which one do you think is the better choice for you? She's going to say UIA in Rotterdam. Great. Do you know where to buy your ticket in the back office? That's it. Type in the chat box. Was that helpful for you guys? Just type in the chat box, that conversation. Very simple. All we're doing is linking their goals to the event and then showing them how the event can help them create the result that they said that they want. Simple conversation. Very simple conversation. And if you're new to this business, if you've only been in for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, quite frankly, even if you're still in less than a year, this is like going and getting your doctorate over the course of a weekend. Hyperspeed, hypergrowth. So I think that's it for tonight. Any questions? Type in the chat box if you have any questions, or if you have a question, just say me, and I can then mute you if you want. And if you want to answer it, if you want me to answer it out loud, or if you want to ask it out loud. Anyone have any questions about this? Pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward. Any questions about anything? I got like 4 or 5 minutes left. I'm happy to answer a question or two if you guys have any questions. No questions? Okay. All right, cool. So knowing this, I anticipate seeing all of you dominating these events. I anticipate getting pictures. I can't wait to get pictures from Manchester and from Rotterdam saying, whoa, look at it. We have 30% of the room or 40% of the room is our team. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to it being you guys just dominating. You guys just planting your flag and saying, yo, we're all about collaboration. We want to work with everybody. We're all one big team. And we're not messing around. We're here to play the game in a big way. We want to win. We want to own Europe. We want to own Europe. If that's you, if you want to be a part of something really special, which you already are, and you want to do something different with your life, which you now have the ability to do, then find a way. Then find a way. Because when you're interested in something, you'll do what is convenient. But when you are committed, you'll do whatever it takes. Have a good evening, everybody. Love you guys. Bye.